Welcome everyone. I think we have some attendees that are trickling in to join us. So I'm just gonna give it like a minute or two to let some people get in here, and then we'll do some announcements before we turn it over for our session today. Welcome, welcome, happy Tuesday.
It is important to remind us what day of the week it is.
Totally.
These days. But some people might be watching this video later, and for them it might be a different day. So
like good Tuesday energy.
Whatever day it is for you, thank you for taking time out to come to our session.
Awesome. Well, I am going to go ahead and do a couple housekeeping announcements while everyone starts to kind of transition in here. So first of all, welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all Illinois students, sponsored by the Illinois Association for College Admissions Counseling and StriveScan. My name is Mary Alice Berg, and I will be your facilitator tonight for the Welcome to Pure Michigan Colleges of the Great Lakes State session. Thank you for joining us. I am going to show you a slide that has some very basic information on it and some housekeeping announcements. Students and parents and people in our audience, you can use the Q&A button on your screen to type questions to our presenters at any time today. Your camera and microphone are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you. And this is just one of many different sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at IACAC.org. This presentation is being recorded and will be available within about a week at the same website, IACAC.org. Now I am going to turn it over to my presenters. Break a leg, you guys.
Thank you very much, Mary Alice. We really appreciate you moderating our session. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen here. We have several slides we want to share with you about our schools. There we go. Hopefully you all can see those slides. So as Mary Alice said, the title of the session is Welcome to Pure Michigan Colleges of the Great Lakes State. We know that a lot of you folks in Illinois have probably spent a lot of time in Michigan. Maybe you have friends or family in Michigan or go there for vacations. So we know that you've probably spent time in Michigan. There's a pretty good chance, especially those of you around Chicago. But we also want you to consider going to Michigan for college. There are a lot of awesome universities in the state of Michigan. We do not represent every single school. We just have 9 of them. And the thing that we all have in common is all of us are regional admissions counselors for our particular schools based in the Chicago area. So that's what we have in common, that we work with Chicago or greater Illinois students, and we're all based in the Chicago area to work with our schools. So this is the lineup of 9 schools that you're going to hear from tonight: Central Michigan, Ferris State, Grand Valley State, Kalamazoo College, Lawrence Tech, Michigan State, Michigan Tech, Northern Michigan, and University of Michigan. So I want to maximize the time you have to hear from our presenters. We're all going to talk for just about 4 minutes. Do use that Q&A feature. If you have a question that's really specific for one of our schools, just tag us, say like @ in that school, and we will answer your questions in that Q&A. If we don't get to any particular questions here, we are going to get a transcript of all those questions too. But we should have some time to do some live questions at the end as well. So I am going to turn it over to Central Michigan and get us rolling though. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Steve, very much. And my name is Amy Howenstein. I'm the Associate Director of Admission for Out-of-State Recruitment for Central Michigan University. And it is my pleasure to kick off the Pure Michigan panel tonight. To tell you about CMU, we are a 4-year public university located, ready for it, right in the middle of the mitten, about a 4-hour trip from Chicago. I would describe CMU as a typical rural small town college setting. So 21 residence halls, Division I sports, 300 plus clubs and organizations, Greek life. Like I said, a pretty typical residential college setting. Couple things for you to know about CMU. We do have in-state tuition for all out-of-state students. So if you are admitted to CMU, you pay our Michigan in-state rates. We also are test optional for this upcoming school year for the class of 2021. So when you apply, you do not need to submit ACT or SAT scores. We were founded as a school to train teachers in 1892, and we still train a lot of teachers at Central Michigan, but other key programs for us, areas of strength, are our business school, health programs, athletic training. We were the first athletic training program in the country. There's a strong history there. Journalism and broadcasting, and then unique programs to us include meteorology, neuroscience, event management, and leadership. We also, psychology is our largest signed academic program on campus. To apply to CMU, you just go to our website, cmich.edu, click on Apply Now. And I do want to tell you that October is free application month at CMU. So if you apply during the month of October and complete your application by the end of that month, you will not pay the application fee. We do give merit scholarships upon admission. Those range our percentage off your tuition. They range from 20% to 75%. And we also have several competitive scholarships that are also part tuition or part fees up to full rides. January 1st is the deadline you want to remember about those, and you can find out more about that on our website. I invite all of you to join me in October. I will be back here on the Illinois Strive Scan event for a session about CMU in particular. So I invite you to come back on October 22nd if you'd like to learn more about CMU. And with that, I am going to say fire up chips and turn it over to Ferris State University.
Hi, I'm Deb from Ferris State University, and as Steve mentioned, I am a regional admissions counselor located here in the Chicago area to help you more conveniently for you. Ferris State University is located in rural Big Rapids, Michigan, which is west central Michigan, and we're about 3.5 hours away from Chicago. We have 190 different degree granting programs, and we have everything ranging from associate's degrees to doctoral degrees. We have a very eclectic group of programs, everything from HVAC and welding, criminal justice, social work, nursing, all the way up to doctoral degrees in pharmacy, optometry, nursing, and education. We have the only College of Optometry in Michigan and one of only 23 in the country. We also have extensive internship opportunities. About 70% of our students complete an internship. Most of those are paid, and most of our students are offered jobs directly from their internship. We also have study abroad and study away programs. We have short 10-day to 2-week study abroads. We have summer-long study abroad trips, semester-long and year-long study abroad trips. So feel free to check out our Office of International Education for more information on that. We are a mid-sized school. We have 11,000 students total, about 8,000 students on the main campus. About a quarter of every incoming freshman class is a first-generation student. And so they may not have access to all of the information that many students have. We do offer a lot of for our students on campus. We've got the tutoring center so that you can get help with your classes. We've got the writing center, the career center, which includes an office that you can get clothing from if you don't have clothing for an interview. We also have the Multicultural Student Service Center, the Office of Latinx Studies, and the LGBTQ+ Support Center, and many more. There are 3 museums on campus. One is the nationally famous Jim Crow Museum that I'm sure you've heard a lot in the news about recently. The cost to attend Ferris, we also offer all out-of-state students in-state rates, so you pay the same as a Michigan resident. Our tuition is about $12,500 a year. That's based on 14 credit hours a semester. With tuition, room and board, books, fees, a couple trips home a semester, you're looking at about $24,000 to $25,000 a year. But every school has a cost calculator on their website, so feel free to check that out as well. And that number is before any kind of financial aid or scholarships hit. About 82% of our students do get some sort of federal financial aid, And we have many scholarships available, including merit scholarships that are based on your GPA and test score if you have your test score. However, we have been test optional for about 2 years, and you can apply to test optional if you have a GPA of 2.75 or higher. For normal admission, we look for a 2.5 GPA. The average incoming freshman has a 3.3 though. We have rolling admissions, and our application is always free. So you can apply at ferris.edu/apply. And with that, I will pass the torch and say, go dogs.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Wallace Holder. I'm your representative from Grand Valley State University for the state of Illinois. As a Grand Valley graduate, I'd like to introduce you to one of the best universities in the Midwest. And just to give you that indicator, we're located in West Michigan. So just a little handy reminder there. Handy, get it? Okay. With over 300 academic programs, including 95 undergraduate degrees, Grand Valley brings to its campus over 23,000 students from 79 countries and over 30 US states. Grand Valley graduates are uniquely prepared with the knowledge, skills, and understanding that employers seek, value, and reward. That means you'll get a great return on your investment in your education at Grand Valley. 94% of our graduates are employed within 6 months of completing their degree, and this success is fueled by a learning environment led by faculty who bring a wealth of research and experience to a small class environment. Our average class size is 26 students, and thousands of students from Illinois have experienced the value of a Grand Valley education. The Laker Scholarship, for example, provides in-state tuition plus a $2,000 bonus to Illinois students who achieve a 3.3 cumulative grade point average and are admitted to the university by December 31 of their senior year in high school. Grand Valley offers a broad liberal education foundation. Our graduates have acquired and developed skills in critical thinking, problem solving, and cultural understanding, which leads to success in many professions. Engineering, education, physician's assistant studies, and speech-language pathology are just some of our standout programs which produce graduates who demonstrate outstanding performance on national licensure exams. And when it comes to experiential learning, Grand Valley provides over 4,000 opportunities worldwide, which earned a ranking for the university as 7th in the nation for study abroad participation. Our main campus is located in Allendale, Michigan, and situated between the beaches of Lake Michigan and the second largest city in Michigan, Grand Rapids. As a worldwide destination for business, healthcare, and also boasting a vibrant arts community, Grand Rapids provides limitless opportunities for job growth, #1 in the US actually, and along with being home to headquarters of over 17 multinational corporations. Next slide, please. So the admissions office welcomes you to explore campus virtually or in person. We've worked hard to provide numerous virtual opportunities for you to meet either one-on-one with an admissions counselor or even attend one of our many virtual information sessions. So check out gvsu.edu/visit for details. And if you're interested in attending a virtual open house, events take place on October 6th, 17th, and 29th. So just visit gvsu.edu/admissions/experience day to register. And I'm always happy to answer your questions about Grand Valley. And you can reach me by sending an email to holderw@gvsu.edu. So thank you for taking a moment to learn more about Grand Valley State University. Go Lakers, and I'm going to hand things over to Kalamazoo College.
Thank you, Wallace. Hi, my name is Alexandra Altman, and I am the Regional Admission Counselor for Kalamazoo College. I'm also a proud graduate of K, and I live here in the Chicago area and work with students throughout Illinois. Kalamazoo College is a small liberal arts and sciences college in Southwest Michigan. We are a member of the Colleges That Change Lives, which is a great resource to learn more about small liberal arts schools like K. We are 2.5 hours from downtown Chicago, right about here, And we are right on the Amtrak train line. It goes right into Kalamazoo, and campus is within walking distance from the train station and our vibrant downtown. We have about 1,500 students on our residential campus, and 35% of those students identify as domestic students of color, and 7% are international students. We offer an inclusive orientation program with supports for first year and first generation students. Because of this, K has a very strong retention and four-year graduation rate. Kalamazoo College is known for the K plan that offers a resume building experiential education opportunity for students, and you can work with our Center for Career and Professional Development for on-campus jobs and internships, and with our faculty on research. You develop close relationships with your professors through our small class sizes and through advising. Everyone's K plan ends up being completely unique. We have an open and flexible curriculum. This means that you don't have to take some of the traditional gen ed classes and can personalize your experience right away. Also, you don't have to declare a major until the middle of sophomore year. Our calendar is made up of 3 10-week terms, and students take 3 classes each term. 70% of our students study abroad. We have 50 programs in more than 25 countries, and you have 3, 6, or 9-month opportunities. Your scholarships and your financial aid will transfer to most of those programs. We also have a study away option in New York City for the performing arts, and social justice and civic engagement opportunities throughout Kalamazoo and the US. Some of our top majors include biology and chemistry. We have a health sciences advisor that works with all students who are interested in careers in medicine, and we have 2 level 1 trauma centers in Kalamazoo. We also have an arboretum if you're interested in more of the environmental sciences. Business, psychology, and English are some of our other popular majors, but again, you don't need to choose a major until the middle of sophomore year, and you can double major or have a major and minor in 2 different departments if that interests you. Kalamazoo College has been test optional for many years. We do a holistic review of applications, and we are on the Common App. Test scores do not factor into merit-based scholarship or financial aid decisions. And our merit-based scholarships range from $20,000 to $34,000 a year. We offer a competitive scholarship for the performing arts if that's something you're interested in participating in, but you don't have to major or minor in those areas to get that scholarship. Our student athletes participate in Division III athletics, and we are recognized for our strong tennis and swimming and diving teams. We are also building a new natatorium on campus. We also offer more than 70 different unique clubs, like a circus club, a cappella groups, and a radio station, but there is no Greek life at K. Please check out our virtual visit programs, including a weekly buzz on Tuesday nights and our upcoming open house on October 12th. I will also be having an information session on StriveScan on October 6th, if you'd like to come back and learn more from me. We are also offering in-person tours on campus if that's something you're comfortable with. But either way, I'm looking forward to connecting with you, and I'm going to turn it over now to my colleague from Lawrence Tech.
All right, hello everybody. My name is Jill Homerding, and I'm the Chicago Regional Admissions Counselor for Lawrence Technological University, or as we say a lot, Lawrence Tech or LTU, so I'll probably be using those throughout my presentation. So to start off, Lawrence Tech is a small private university. We are located in Southfield, Michigan. Southfield is located about 20 miles northwest of downtown Detroit, so it's a northwest suburb. Let's see if I can do this right, you guys. Or I guess Detroit would be like right here. Am I doing Detroit right here? Sorry. I don't ever do that. I am not from Michigan. I am from the Chicagoland area, but to give you an idea. Southfield is also the nation's #1 region for engineering, architecture, and technology, which is a great thing for our students when they're looking for things like internships and co-ops. That's a really huge perk of our location. And I forgot to mention, it's about 5 hours from the Chicagoland area for those of you that are in the Chicagoland area. Our size, we are small, but to be more specific, we have about 2,000 undergraduate students and about 3,000 students with our total graduate population as well. 11:1 is our student to faculty ratio, and our average class size is 15 students. Additionally, all of our courses are taught by faculty, so you'll never have a teaching or grad assistant. A quick history lesson. We were founded in 1932 as a college of engineering, and we were founded on the motto of theory and practice. And what I mean by theory and practice is that not only are our students getting a base of theoretical knowledge to be successful, the theory part, but then they are getting that hands-on education and experience from day one. They are getting into the studios and into the labs freshman year, first semester, jumping right in, getting their hands dirty, right? We want to make sure that our students at the undergraduate level are having these opportunities. We also have 4 colleges here at LTU: College of Architecture and Design, College of Business and Information Technology, Arts and Sciences, and then our College of Engineering. And all of our programs are direct admit. A very unique program that I always like to make sure that I mention is called LTU Zone. And what that is, it's a laptop program, but not just any laptop. It's a high-end laptop loaded with industry standard software designed specifically for your major. And because it's professional grade software, it's the same as what companies and firms are using. So you have the leg up when you are applying for internships or co-ops or a job because you already know the software. They don't have to teach you. You know it going right in. All right, moving on to the fun stuff. We have a lot to offer on our campus, even though we're a small school. We have over 60 clubs and organizations, and in regards to athletics, we are a part of the NAIA. It is equivalent to the NCAA Division III, but with NAIA, you can receive scholarship for your sport. And I also always like to mention that this does include our marching band, drumline, dance team, and color guard. So you can receive scholarships for those opportunities as well. And then switching gears to the admissions side of things, we are on the Common App and also have our own application on our website. In regards to scholarships, we do offer academic merit-based scholarships that you don't have to apply for separately, you're automatically reviewed for. And you can receive up to 2 scholarships from us. And we do have a good amount of non-merit scholarships, so you can stack. One I like to mention, because you guys are all from the Chicago or the state of Illinois, we do have an out-of-state scholarship that is $5,000 annually, and you get it as long as you're admitted to the university. And then to wrap things up, visit if you can. We are offering daily tours both virtually and on campus. If you'd like to visit, we'd love to have you. Of course, we're following all sorts of safety protocol and social distancing guidelines. And if you can't make it to campus, that's completely okay. We have plenty of virtual options for you as well. And then, of course, contact me if you guys have any questions at all. And with that, I would like to hand it off to Michigan State. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much. All right, I know we have a very short amount of time, so I'm just going to try to focus on some of the most basic questions you might have about Michigan State University and try to frame that as a who, where, what, how, like just very basic questions in these few minutes. So again, my name is Steve Landgraf. I am the manager of Illinois recruitment for Michigan State University. I work with most of the counties in Illinois, but I also have another colleague that is also manager of Illinois recruitment, Sylvia Hernandez, and she works with Lake and Cook County students. If you're from around Chicago, you get that, you know the population. She has those 2 counties. I have the other 100 counties in Illinois. That's kind of how that breaks down. So Michigan State University is a very big school. You're going to see at a glance on that slide some of the basics about who we are. We are a school of about 50,000 total students, usually ranks in the top 10 nationally in terms of size of colleges in the United States. We have about 40,000 undergraduate students who are working on that bachelor's degree, whether they joined us as a transfer student or right out of high school. Our incoming freshman class last year was about 8,500 new students. So very big school in East Lansing, Michigan. That's the where. Where are we? East Lansing, Michigan. It's about 3.5 to 4 hours away from Chicago if you're driving. You can take the Amtrak train straight to our campus as well. So East Lansing is right outside the state capital of Lansing. Really big suburban traditional college town that you're going to find. It has that traditional Big Ten school kind of feel as far as college towns go. So then I want to just talk briefly about the what. What can you do at Michigan State University? Well, there's a lot of ways to answer that question. For some of you, it's going to be starting with thinking about the majors. What can you study at Michigan State University? So we were founded in 1855 as an agriculture school, but we've added a lot more programs since then. Now we actually have 17 different degree granting academic colleges. That encompasses things like our Eli Broad College of Business, our College of Engineering, our College of Education, College of Nursing. We also also have 3 medical schools. We have a College of Human Medicine, a College of Osteopathic Medicine, and the only College of Veterinary Medicine in the state of Michigan. We do have a law school at Michigan State University as well. So again, 17 different degree granting colleges, about 200 different majors that you can do at Michigan State University. And outside of the classroom, we have a fantastic honors college. We have an awesome study abroad program, ranks in the top 10 nationally in terms of public schools for study abroad. We have about 275 programs across 70 different countries, and we do go to all 7 continents. We also give all of our out-of-state students a study abroad scholarship. Undergraduate research is also big. We are a tier 1 research university, great entrepreneurship resources, and obviously there's lots of clubs and other activities. We do have Big Ten athletics. We have 25 different Division I Big Ten teams, but we also have intramural and club sports and lots of other clubs and organizations that you can get involved in. Some other great information on this slide too. Always like to highlight our job placement rate of 95%, which is actually 12% higher than the national average. And a lot of that is because of that alumni network that you tap into of over 5,000 living alumni worldwide from Michigan State University. So then we get into the how. How do I get there? How do I become a Michigan State University student? So we are on both our website for an application as well as the Common App and the Coalition application. We do have a November 1st early action deadline in terms of applying to Michigan State University. We are test optional for this year, so you won't be at any disadvantage if you don't send us a test score, but we do want to get your official transcript in addition to that application. You do also have to write 1 brief essay, and there is a $65 application fee unless you qualify for a waiver. But just keep in mind when you apply, that serves as your application to the university and for our honors college and for our very, very generous out-of-state academic scholarships. And you can find out all about that as well as different virtual visit opportunities we have at admissions.msu.edu. And now we will go on to Michigan Tech.
Hi there, I am Chrissy Grotsky with Michigan Technological University. I am one of 2 regional reps based here for Michigan Tech. You'll sometimes see Tara Brewer up in the northern part of the Chicago area. Michigan Technological University is not on that mitten that everyone keeps showing. We're actually on the upper hand. And what I mean by that is we're in the part of Michigan that is north of Wisconsin. No, that is not Canada. That is still Michigan. Houghton, Michigan is a beautiful place to live. We have about 7,000 students on campus, so we're a mid-sized school. Average class size is going to be about 30 students. So for most of you, the classes are going to be very similar in size to what you're used to in high school. Now, what's awesome about Michigan Tech is our average drive for our students is about 9 to 10 hours. So students coming from Illinois, regardless of where you are in Illinois, most of you are coming about the same distance or even closer than our students coming from Michigan. Because if you think about it, Detroit, they have to go all the way up and over around Lake Michigan. Now we're best known for engineering, science, computer science, math, and business, but we're a full-blown university. We have most programs on our campus, so there's lots of options for you. Our newest majors are in cybersecurity, robotics and engineering, human biology, ecology, and evolutionary biology. And then we have this really cool math plus computer science program that leads into our data science masters. So lots of options for you, even some unique programs like audio production, sound design, theater and entertainment technology, or all sorts of really cool programs. At Michigan Tech, there's lots of opportunities as an out-of-state student to get scholarships. Our newest opportunity is through our College of Business, which is our National Business Scholars Program. Every student that's going into business from out of state receives a $20,000 per year scholarship to attend our business college. So pretty awesome opportunity if you're thinking about business. We even have a couple more unique programs because of the type of school that we are, like management information systems and engineering management that you won't find everywhere. Because of the school we are, yes, we have varsity sports. We're Division I in men's ice hockey, Division II for the rest of our varsity sports, but we also have an esports team. So for those of you that have played video games your whole life and your parents told you that it wasn't going to get you anywhere, at Michigan Tech, it could even get you a scholarship. We also have a full tuition scholarship for out-of-state students that's called our Leading Scholars, and that has an October 15th deadline. So that's the first deadline we have. So if you're still looking to apply, Definitely try and do that before October 15th. It's free to apply to Michigan Tech. And we just need your high school transcript if you have above a 3.0 this year, but you're welcome to send in your ACT or SAT scores, or if you're below a 3.0 this year, we will need those test scores as well. Now, Michigan Tech, it's worth it because we actually have a 98% placement rate 6 months after graduation into a job in your field or graduate school. And a lot of that is from the experience that our students have. We have over 126,000 paid hours of undergraduate research for our students. And most of our students co-op or do internships as well. So lots of ways for you to get experience. Now, if you have any other questions, go to mtu.edu. You'll see my face when you find your admission counselor or Tara's. And it has all of our visit dates there as well. So without further ado, I will pass it on to Northern Michigan. Go Huskies.
Good evening. Hi, I'm Allison from Northern Michigan University. NMU is located up in the Upper Peninsula as well. So we are directly north of Chicago. From the Chicago area, it's about 6.5 hours. Comes straight up through the Wisconsin area to get up to us. We have about 7,600 students on campus, so we're considered a mid-sized university as well. We offer Division II athletics, except for the hockey team is D1, but they are all able to give out scholarships. A couple of stats on here I just want to talk about. I know a lot of us have talked about our graduation rates. Just to let you know, we are 96% of our graduates are either employed in their field or they are continuing their education within 6 months. And I think my favorite stat that we have, 91% of our students and alums say they would do it again if they had the choice. And I just think that says a lot about what we have to offer. If I can get my next slide. We do have about 177 different degree programs, all the way from associates and certificates up through 4-year and master's degree programs. Our most popular programs center around anything related to the environment, as well as things like psychology, criminal justice, education, any of the medical arenas are pretty popular as well. So we do have a wide variety. Our newest programs on campus this year, we added a social media management major. We also added a BFA in musical theater, and we added a theater design major. Even though we're a smaller campus, we have some really amazing and unique opportunities. We are one of the only schools in the world that has a medicinal plant chemistry major available to students that are interested in working with cannabis. And then we also have the only outdoor research facility for forensics. It's a body farm that's in a cold weather environment in the world. So there's lots of hands-on opportunities with things like that as well. In terms of our total cost, we are about $28,000 total a year for an out-of-state student. That is pretty similar to what you guys will find as you're looking at the Illinois schools if you're looking to stay close to home. We do offer amazing scholarships. They start if you finish school with a 3.0 or higher. You actually would qualify then for 2 scholarships each year, and it comes out to at least $6,600. And so it takes a good chunk off. And our scholarships do range all the way up to full ride. So definitely encourage you to take a look at those. They're very attainable. For that cost that we talk about with the room and board, we do offer suite style rooms, and the newest section of our dorms, which is the majority of the residence halls, have Tempur-Pedic mattresses, granite countertops, ceiling fans. The laundry will alert you when it's time to switch it over. I don't want to date myself, but definitely a different world than what the college dorm was that I lived in. Just really comfortable. We've got all you can eat meal plans, so we'll make sure that you're happy and well fed and make sure that you really enjoy your time up on campus. We've got lots of different outdoor and indoor opportunities for you. Our outdoor recreation center, you can check out canoes and kayaks and skis and snowshoes and rock climbing stuff, fat tire bikes, and just really be able to get out and explore. With COVID going on, we are on campus still. We're obviously limiting the number of on-campus visitors we can have, but we are doing on-campus visits as well as visits to as a virtual visit. So you're welcome to check those out. We'd love to have you. We're in a community that is the largest community in the Upper Peninsula, so we have a lot of the things that you're used to, but it's also a little bit more of a vacation feel. We'd love to have you come and check it out sometime. Our application is rolling admissions. There's no deadline. We are going to be test blind this year, which means even if you send us a score, we will not consider it as we look into admissions. So feel free to check us out, and I have a feeling you'll be glad that you did. If I can do anything, please let me know. And I will say go Wildcats and pass it along.
Perfect. Thank you, Allison, and greetings from the University of Michigan. My name is Megan Lakatos, and I serve as the Illinois Regional Admissions Recruitment Coordinator within the U of M Office of Undergraduate Admissions. I'm also an alumna of Michigan, so I'm excited to share a bit about the Michigan experience with you all tonight from both the admissions and the student perspective. U of M is a large public research institution located in Southeast Michigan, in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Consistently ranked as one of the best college towns in the US, Ann Arbor is about a 4.5 to 5 hour drive away from the Chicagoland area. Together, U of M and Ann Arbor provide that quintessential college town experience with over 300 different restaurants to explore, NCAA Division I Big Ten athletic events to attend, and a really spirited campus community that attracts students from all 50 states and over 120 different countries. For more than 200 years, we've encouraged students to explore all possibilities, ask questions, and challenge the present to create a better future. U of M is considered one of the most distinguished public universities and a leader in higher education as the #1 public research institution in the US. And yes, even as a first-year student, you could engage in research. At Michigan, our students pursue over 280 undergraduate degree programs, 70% of which are ranked in the top 10 nationally, and over 90% are ranked in the top 20. So whatever you're interested in studying, you will have highly regarded undergraduate opportunities available to you. Many students are also really pleasantly surprised to find that our student to faculty ratio is actually just 15 to 1, and only about 7% of our classes have 100 or more students within them. Outside of the classroom, students will participate in a robust array of extracurricular activities, including Michigan Learning Communities, themed communities that are identity-based, over 1,600 different student-led organizations like the Black Student Union, La Casa, or the Native American Student Association, student government or fraternity and sorority life, and a multitude of university support services, such as the Comprehensive Studies Program or the First Generation Student Gateway. Becoming a U of M student unlocks a lifetime of potential that stays with you well beyond your years in Ann Arbor, as more than 630,000 living alumni around the world provide a really valuable network for our Michigan graduates. Community is at the heart of the Michigan experience, and we are looking for emerging leaders just like you who want to create positive change in their communities and bring innovative ideas from their own diverse experiences and backgrounds. We actively seek academically excellent, highly talented, and broadly diverse students who will contribute actively to the campus community, and we do so through our holistic application review process, meaning that we really do want to get to know the whole you. On the next slide, we'll talk just a little bit more about this. If we could switch slides, because during the review process, we will consider your academics, extracurricular involvement, essays, letters of recommendation, and your interest in Michigan. We know that this year has been unprecedented and presented many different challenges, and we've introduced several changes to our admissions process to help support the class of 2021, including a test-flexible admissions policy. I encourage you all to consider applying to the University of Michigan for early action, which is due by November 15th this year, and early action is non-binding. If you apply by November 15th, you will receive an admission decision from our office by late January. The regular decision deadline is February 1st, and students will receive a decision by early April. The final deadline that I want to encourage everyone to submit materials by is the Office of Financial Aid suggested filing deadline of December 15th this year for the FAFSA and the CSS profile for U of M specific scholarships and grants. I hope that you have found this very quick overview helpful and that you continue exploring the University of Michigan through our virtual information session and other virtual resources available on our website. You're also welcome to contact me with any questions that you might have. We look forward to seeing you soon virtually, and of course, go blue.
All right, we are going to try to take some questions here. If we have any questions that have popped up, maybe you all were waiting for us to finish to ask any questions. So we only have just about 5-6 minutes. But it looks like we haven't gotten any questions yet in the Q&A, but feel free to use that if you want. But I think one thing we wanted to highlight, a couple of us already hit on this already. If you could just highlight very briefly in the time we have, what are the visit options for students right now? I know for some of us, we are doing on-campus visits, some of it's all virtual. So maybe we could just all kind of go in the same order we did before and just quickly highlight visits as we're mindful of our time here.
Sure. So I will start. We do have virtual visits online, but we also are welcoming guests to campus. So again, the groups are small, the presentation numbers are small. They are popular. We are booked out through the end of October, but we will certainly do our best to either meet with you one-on-one on campus or fill you in with a group. We look forward to having you at CMU.
We also have face-to-face visits as well, but they are conducted just by family groups. So very small groups, you do need to wear a mask. And we have virtual visits as well. If you go to ferris.edu/visit, you can schedule, but we are also for face-to-face visits scheduled out through the end of October. So keep watching that site for dates though, as they appear. Thank you.
And at Grand Valley State University, we'll be offering several virtual opportunities for you, even opportunities to learn a little bit more about some of our more popular majors at the university. In addition to our virtual visit opportunities, we'll have in-person visits as well, mainly in very small group tours. So just feel free to check out our website and complete details will be online.
Yes, hi, and at Kalamazoo College, we are offering in-person tours and virtual tours. We also will have an open house on October 12th. That is virtual. And our tours are led by students, whether you're virtual or on campus, and they are limited to one family group with masks as well.
So with Lawrence Tech, we are offering both as well. Our on-campus ones are just going to be one family per tour. You have to wear a face mask. I believe you have to take your temperature before you go on the tour, but we are offering those and they're pretty popular. I don't think they're booked out, but we have, again, one family per tour, and that's what we're offering for our on-campus tour.
At Michigan State University, unfortunately, we aren't doing any in-person official visits for the rest of the year. We know that some folks are going to come and explore our campus anyway, so we have some kind of self-guided tour advice on our website, but mainly just virtual offerings. So if you go to admissions.msu.edu/visit, you'll see all sorts of different options for virtual visits, and we'll be adding more there throughout the fall.
At Michigan Tech, we are in person as well and taking all sorts of COVID precautions. So there are lots of opportunities to visit throughout this fall. We also are going to be having virtual opportunities as well. So we know that not everybody's going to feel comfortable coming up or has health problems. We want to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to see the campus. So check out our website for the full for all the opportunities.
And again, at Northern Michigan, we do have virtual visits available. We also have on-campus visits in limited numbers. Hotels do give half off for our visits, as well as a free lift ticket. So right now we've got beautiful colors, but that will change to skiing and snowboarding, and I'm sure some of you could enjoy a trip up there.
And finally, at the University of Michigan, we are not hosting any on-campus visits or tours at this time through at least December 2020. So it's best to take a look at our website. We've got a really great array of virtual resources available and live events that are taking place virtually too.
And then just to hop in, I know that we are running out of time, but I did just want to let everybody know we did have a question come in, but because I'm pretty sure we're out of time for everyone to answer this, to again let you guys know that we will have a transcript of the questions that we can contact you with your information to answer that question.
We have like 1 minute. Does anyone feel like they could just give a really concise answer? I don't want to put anybody on the spot, but the question, it's a good thing to wrap up with. As a junior, what advice do you give about the college search? Anybody want to just raise their hand and give a 30-second answer? Go for it, Allison. Thank you.
You know, the things I would just say, make sure you visit different schools. I know that's a little complicated right now. That is huge, and you're deciding what's a good fit. be open to schools that you might not have heard of. Don't necessarily just go with what your friends are talking about, and ask the adults in your life. They actually probably do have some advice that might be helpful. But just enjoy the time and try not to panic. It's not the end of the world if you end up making a decision that you don't end up staying with. I remember feeling a lot of pressure, and it's not meant to be that way. There's a lot of places that you can have a great experience. So just kind of enjoy, try to figure out what would fit you well.
Beautiful.
What a great session. Thank you so much to our presenters. I just have a couple of housekeeping announcements before we end this show. Thank you for joining us again. When you all close your window, there will be a link to a very brief 4-question survey, and we appreciate any feedback that you can provide. And then as a reminder, this was just one of many sessions being held, so check out what else is being offered at IACAC.org, and you'll be able to find this sessions recording in about a week on the same website, IACAC.org. Thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful day. I hope you enjoyed learning about Michigan. Bye, friends. Nice work.